What's going on, everyone? I hope you are all well. Today we are doing a continuation of our series Splitting the Profit. Now, to refresh everybody's memory on Splitting the Profit, it is when you guys as a community pick out of 3 options I give you: a boss I will do for an hour, or an activity I will do for an hour, and all profits made from that activity are split directly in half. Now, the selection method for this isn't the same as the giveaways where we do a wheel, because that would be far too time consuming. I select somebody at random on the Discord server. Anybody that's on there will be told that they have won half of it and sent a video link so they can see how much they've won. And it's basically a way of you guys encouraging me to do something that's more difficult, or challenging, or rewarding, and whatever my reward is, you will see positives to that as well, if you know what I mean. So it's basically a way of us as a community getting involved in these activities together, even if we aren't actually both playing in the same group. So yeah, I really liked this idea for an episode, and when I did this at the beginning, the people who did watch it did really enjoy it, so I'm going to keep this going. And the winner of the last series episode was ED1. Keep in mind, you vote as a community, right? So I think there was about 3 votes for Araxi, and there was about 5 votes for ED1. So ED1 won this one. At the end of this episode, I will be putting up 3 more bossing options for you guys to choose as a community. Make sure you collaborate together and make sure you pick one that's going to net you the most amount of money. So let's crack on with this episode. So yeah, while I was actually recording this, just before I went into ED1 to do this, I was trying to complete my Zamorak 100% in Rage Kill, and you wouldn't believe it, I got him on the... Obviously, I don't have what a lot of these other people have at the moment to one-cycle them. I don't have a Staff of Armadyl or anything like that, so a lot of people have been using that or, you know, quite high-quality setups, and I got him to 1.7k health. And then, because I was absolutely flapping and panicking, I killed myself on the rune. I killed the wrong rune after like the very first set. Like, I managed to survive the first cycle, and all I had to do was break 2 runes and then finish him, and I broke the wrong bloody rune and I got executed. I was furious, but oh well, I did my best. But at least I know I can do it now. It's possible. I just got to put my mind to it. But I threw that in the bin because I wanted to crack on and get this done for all of you guys. Plus, it's a nice change of pace. I haven't done ED1 for quite a while. Which actually leads me on very well onto what kind of content have you guys been doing recently that you've been enjoying that's not obvious, you know, not Zamorak and not the most obvious Elder God Wars stuff at the moment. Have you guys been enjoying any older content? I had an absolute blast going through the old Elite Dungeons. I did some ED3 runs the other day, which, actually, I didn't realise that they changed the loot in ED3. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but they've changed it now so that you don't get the loot that you used to get, or the experience at the beginning of ED3. So ED3 now has actually been changed so that at the beginning of ED3 your loot is rubbish and the XP is rubbish. In the second bit, like when you're building up to Taraket, you get the same loot and the same experience that you got before any changes. And on the last bit, which is just when you like drop down to go towards Ambassador, the loot's been increased and the experience I think is the same. But I had no idea they'd done that change. Like, I went into ED to do a full run anyway, and noticed that, you know, I was getting like 22 gold coins. And I was like, is this on story mode or something? It was rubbish. But yeah, let me know what you guys have been up to recently. I'd love to know. It's always interesting to see if people are picking up older content or giving me fresh ideas to enjoy as well. So yeah, do let me know. So as you can see, we are approaching our kill on our first run. We do actually do 2 full runs, and at the end of this one we managed to pick up 8 ancient scales, which isn't too bad. So let's dive into the next run. Also guys, thank you all so much for your comments on the crystal chest video. There's a few comments on there wondering why I didn't do the Tavoli chest. I can only assume that you weren't really listening to the stuff that was said in the video, but that's okay. If you do want to see the Tavoli chest, then do let me know. I'm happy to do a difference in the loot between 1,000 on Prif and 1,000 on Tavily. We still made a profit at Prif anyway, and it was it's an informational video. It wasn't like I was hard done by that I didn't make the money that I wanted to. It's profit either way. So yeah, do let me know if you want to see that. There was some good positive feedback on the clue scroll caskets as well, so I'm going to set my sights on doing quite a few of those and maybe do a slightly bigger opening of those. Maybe not just 10 of each one, but maybe 50 or something like that. I mean, opening clue scrolls is a very exciting time. I love just awaiting to see what you get next. I'm getting excited talking about it, everybody. I'm getting excited. But yeah, I'll definitely be doing some clue scroll stuff in the near future. Closing in on our second kill on Seiryu. Do not forget, if you want to take part in this one and in the future, make sure you're signed up to the Discord for a chance to be randomly selected. Yeah. Oh, 10 more ancient scales. Okay, so that's 18 ancient scales in the chest, plus the loot that you get for running through the dungeon. You don't actually get too much for running through the dungeon, I don't believe, but let's have a look and see how much we are splitting with one lucky viewer. So we're coming in here at 18.7 mil in the chest, and I believe 90% of that is the ancient scales, is it? Yeah, 921k each for an ancient scale each, and there's 18 of those. So good choice, guys. That's the highest splitting the profit we've had so far. So that's 18.7 mil. That could have been a lot more. It could have been worse. So our split for this episode is 9.3 mil. So what I will do is actually round that down so that I'll take the 77k extra for some of the costs because I was using magic and stuff. But that's really good picking, guys. That was a decent profit for us to split. Make sure you're on the Discord to take part in receiving or having a chance to receive the rewards from this series now and in the future. And of course, we wouldn't be able to finish the episode without setting up the following one in the series. So here on screen are your three options for the bosses: Dagannoth Kings, Twin Furies, and Zamorak Lord of Chaos. Keep in mind, I will do these for a full hour, and these profits will be split right down the middle. Now, you're probably looking at these thinking, what on earth are you talking about, Charlie? Like, Zamorak's the obvious choice. Okay, Zamorak is okay money, but he takes longer than the other two by a long way, and if he doesn't drop on any rare loot, the other two have the potential to drop even more. Twin Furies currently drop their essences that are 10 to 12 mil each, and the Dagannoth King's rings have gone shooting through the roof because of the enchantment. So make sure, as a community, that you guys pick carefully. I'll be very excited to see which boss you choose. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. I hope you're glad the series is back. See you in the next one.